Welcome to Sermon of the Fates. We'll use Tarot and Kipper to talk about what's going to happen this weekend. Pick the card that sparks some memory in you. It has your answer, guidelines below, and how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. And let's begin. If you chose the Ace of Wands, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, what's going to happen this weekend? Let's start with Tarot. The Seven of Swords, the Hermit, the Devil, the King of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Darling, this is going to be a very powerful weekend for you. Emotionally, you are going to feel vindicated. You are going to feel powerful again. There is someone in your life who left you just when you needed them the most. They betrayed you and you didn't expect it. The Seven of Swords. This is the card of betrayal, something really painful. We could be talking about a friend, right? A friend who stabbed you in the back. We could be talking about a lover who left you for someone else. We could be talking about a boss who fired you right after hearing that your mom is sick or your daughter's in the hospital or something like that, right? This is betrayal. This is something painful, right? Just when you needed them the most. This is when this person chose to leave you, right? To betray you. This is what happened. And darling, this is how you feel about it. Right? This was your instant reaction, your eventual reaction, and for most of you, this is still how you're feeling as we speak. The Hermit. In other decks, the Hermit is someone wise, right? Someone calm, but not in this deck. He is someone damaged, right? You see him as a cripple. He's like a fallen angel who's forgotten how to fly. This is what you did, darling. Because of this painful betrayal, you retreated. It's like you're afraid to make friends again. You're afraid to love again, right? You're afraid to go out there, search for a new job, right? It's like now you're just retreating, right? You're afraid to look for your new path, right? This person really hurt you, really damaged you. But darling, this weekend, this is what's going to happen. In the middle of your spread is the Devil. This is the card of desire, regrets, right? You are going to find out one way or another through a message, through a phone call, right? By hearing something, you are going to find out that this person regrets having betrayed you. That this person is yearning for you right now. If we are talking about a friend, they just can't live without you, darling. If we're talking about a lover, they regret their new relationship. They regret having hurt you, right? If we're talking about a job, then they're just having a hard time without you. Your replacement is nowhere near as good as you were, right? You're going to hear this from your ex-colleagues, from your other friends, right? From mutual friends that you have with your ex. One way or another, you are going to get this message. You are going to find out what's really happening with this person who hurt you, with this person who made you feel this way, who put you in this position. You are going to realize how obsessed they still are with you, how much they regret it, how much they need you. Look, this is you feeling sad, and this is them looking towards you, yearning for you, longing for you back, right? And darling, this is how you're going to feel about it. The King of Swords. Do you see the difference from someone so desolate, right? Someone so sad to someone so proud. Look at you standing tall, right? This is how you're going to feel, darling. The King of Swords, right? You're going to feel vindicated. You're going to feel so proud. I mean, look at his gesture. It's like, I told you so. It's like, look, I mean, it's your fault. This is how you're going to feel, darling. Right? You're going to feel strong again. You're going to feel like your throne has been returned to you. By hearing this message, it's going to make you feel all sorts of wonderful, proud things within, right? And eventually, not this weekend, right? But maybe next week or a couple of weeks after, you're going to receive a concrete offer from this person who betrayed you, who hurt you, right? Again, if this is your ex-boss or your ex-colleagues, then this is an official call or email asking if you're free, if you want to work for them again. If this is a friend, then they want you back, right? Visiting you at your house, speaking with your mom or something like that. If this is an ex, this is them sending you flowers. This is them texting you, calling you, saying, I just want you back. I'm sorry, I regret everything, right? Whatever it is, darling, it's going to happen like next week or a couple of weeks from now. But this weekend itself, it's the realization that's going to come to you. It's this message, this knowing, this certainty that this person who made you feel this way is still very much in love with you, right? And for most of you, you're not going to care anymore. I mean, look at the gestures of these three people. Look, someone who's totally sad. This is you right now. The person who hurt you, longing for you, looking towards you, and this is you looking away from them. You don't care anymore, right? Right now, the reason you're so sad, darling, is because you feel like they never saw your value and you feel so, bad about your self-esteem, like you lost your dignity and your self-worth to this person. But the moment you realize that that's not true, that this person actually appreciated you and still yearns for you, you are going to recover all of your self-worth, self-love, right? Your pride, your ego from this to this. This is what's going to happen this weekend. I love it. Let's see what your Kipper has to add to this. We have thievery, right? What did I say? Betrayal, thievery. Person, hurting you, betraying you, leaving you just when you needed them the most. Something you totally did not expect. You're sleeping, so you think, all is well, you're going to be safe, but then this happens, right? We also have big luck. I love it. Finally, we have false person. Darling, this is so amazing. This is just a mirror, an echo of your tarot spread. Big luck is the best, the absolute greatest card in the Kipper deck. And what it does is it showers light upon all of the darkness around it. And that is what this is, right? Thievery, betrayal, false person. Again, falseness, right? Someone who, deceived you, someone who hurt you, who left you. And now there's this light, right? This message that you're going to receive shining down, right? On all of this darkness, right? Negating them, removing them, eclipsing them. Suddenly all you see is your worth, right? Your pride, your value, your happiness, luck, right? So this is just an echo, confirmation of what tarot already told you. So darling, this weekend, you are going to feel vindicated. Look out for this message. It's going to come in, different for all of you. For some, it's going to be a text message. For others, it's going to be an email, a phone call, an actual face-to-face conversation. Either way, you are going to find out that this person who hurt you regretted it from day one, and now they want you back. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the Ace of Coins, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, what will happen this weekend? Let's start with tarot. The King of Coins, the Chariot, the Ace of Coins, like the card that you picked, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Darling, we are talking about a relationship. It could be a romantic relationship, a professional relationship, or a friendship, right? Either way, we are talking about two people, specifically a Taurus and a Cancer. Now, if this is not your specific sun or rising signs, then we're talking about personalities. The King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. This is someone very earthy, someone very practical, someone who's, stable in their mind and their emotions. They could come off as a bit detached or cold sometimes, but really they're friendly, they're altruistic, could be a bit stubborn, quite indulgent. They enjoy, the good things in life. And then the Chariot energy, this is someone very ambitious, but also more importantly, healing, caring, nurturing, very emotional. So we have earth and water, which actually go very well together. So this is the relationship that we're talking about, darling. Again, for some of you, this is going to be a romantic connection. For others, it's something financial, professional, or friendship, right? These are the two people, one of them is you, that we're talking about this weekend. This is what's going to happen. The Ace of Coins. I love the synchronicity. Darling, there is going to be an opportunity for a stable, a reliable, and enduring new beginning between the two of you now. In other decks, the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning that's just handed to you, 100%, right? It's just handed to you. It's just given. Not in this deck, though. In this deck, you have to do something small first, right? You have to do something tiny first. Like, for example, this opportunity will present itself like you're going to see this person's name being suggested to you on Facebook if you're talking about an ex-lover or an ex-friend. And what you have to do is click that add friend, right? You're going to have to take that suggestion, and then the ball's in their court. They're going to do something grand, right? They're going to reciprocate with something beautiful, but you're going to have to take the first step after the universe gives you this opportunity, this chance. If we're talking about a job, then this is you finding someone on LinkedIn, right? A recruiter, right? A headhunter, something like that. And you're going to have to say hi first. But then they're going to reply, and they're going to look at your profile, and everything's going to be A-okay. Everything's going to be better than A-okay. Everything's going to be amazing from there, right? Okay, so it's you. You're going to have to take the first step. Darling, there's going to be a chance, an opportunity that's going to present it to you, right? On social media, or, something more personal, something face-to-face, right? You're going to have to grab it first, and then the ball's in their court. They're going to do something, right? It's going to be given to you, but you have to do something tiny first to show that you really like it, right? So this is what's going to happen this weekend, darling. An opportunity, a chance that you're going to have to take, and then it's going to grow bigger, right? This is what's going to happen. And remember, the Ace of Coins, of Pentacles, this is something stable. This is something that will eventually grow. So be brave, take that chance, and it's guaranteed that it's going to blossom into something amazing. Now, this is like just a background as to what this is, darling. This is something that made you feel trapped before, right? The Eight of Swords, this is the card of feeling imprisoned, right? So maybe this ex-friend, this ex, boss or ex-lover made you feel like, afraid a little bit, intimidated more like, right? In the past, you felt like, the connection with them wasn't the best, and you weren't being yourself, and you're kind of hiding your true feelings and your true desires, right? That, or you've always wanted this person. You've always yearned for them, longed for them, but you were too afraid to show it. Whichever one it is, darling, once you take that little tiny step towards them, once you grab this opportunity, then you can rest assured that everything's going to be reciprocated. Your feelings are going to be reciprocated. Do you see the Six of Cups? Do you see the balance, the harmony, right? Whatever step you take, they're going to take another step towards you. Everything's going to be balanced. No more feeling trapped, right? You see? From imprisonment to harmony. How beautiful is that? From anxiety to something lovely, something kind, generous, and gentle. This is what's going to happen, darling. But your most important card is this one in the middle, right? This weekend, there's going to be an opportunity to reconnect with someone, right? It's going to be handed to you, but you're going to have to reach for it, right? There's going to be this tiny step that's going to be required of you for this to manifest in your life. It's exciting. Let's see what Kipper has to add to this. We have a funeral. You thought it was over. Again, this can be about an ex, right? An ex connection, something romantic, or, just a friendship, right? You thought it was over. You thought it was done. You thought there's no more hope, but now we know that's not true. A stable new beginning is coming. What else do we have? His thoughts. And the good lady. Darling, whether you're the man or the woman, this person is thinking very positively of you, right? What did I say? Harmony, balance, reciprocation, right? Look at you. Again, whether you're the man or the woman, this is the card that's signifying you in this reading. So this is you. You don't know, right? You have your back turned against them, against the truth, right? You don't know that they actually think very highly of you, that they actually want you back. You don't know, right? You're preoccupied with something else, but this is how they see you. Someone beautiful, someone amazing, someone admirable. They are thinking about you. That is why if you grab this opportunity that will be presented to you this weekend, then you can rest assured that whatever step you take, it's going to be reciprocated. I love it. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the Ace of Swords, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, what will happen this weekend? Let's start with tarot. The Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. I love it. Darling, something amazing is going to happen to you. A big transformation. Do you see? From swords to cups. From anxieties, right? Mental challenges to emotional gladness. This is big. This is amazing, darling. I mean, your reading just keeps mirroring itself. This is how you're feeling right now, whether you're a man or a woman. Right now, you feel like the Queen of Swords. She is the saddest of all the queens. You know, in tarot, the kings and the queens are usually couples, right? The King of Wands is married to the Queen of Wands. The King of Cups is the husband of the Queen of Cups. But traditionally in tarot, the Queen of Swords is the widowed older sister of the King of Swords, right? So she's someone sad, right? She's someone who's lost something. Very strong and independent, yes, but she's someone who's, you know, kind of empty deep inside, right? Someone who's kind of given up on life, right? So whether you're only 14 or 15 years old, right now you're feeling very old, very heavy deep inside. But look, you are going to transform into the Page of Swords this weekend, darling. Do you see him? Someone so young, right? Someone who's very ambitious. He hasn't been hurt yet. He's ready to take on life. Look at his sword. It's bigger than hers, right? Because this is someone who's about to attack, right? All of his fears. Someone who's about to embrace life, right? Someone who's about to embark on a beautiful journey. Very optimistic, right? This is what's going to happen. You're going to feel light again. From heavy to light, from old to young. This is how you're going to feel deep inside. And then that is mirrored by these two cards. The Nine of Swords. This is anxieties. I mean, just look at the card. It's so cluttered. It's like they can't breathe, right? This is the card of not being able to breathe emotionally. Everything's so trapped. Everything feels heavy, right? Claustrophobic when it comes to negative thoughts, negative feelings. This is how you're feeling right now. Again, darling, a mirror of the Queen of Swords. And then it's going to transform into the Nine of Cups. This is the card of emotional satisfaction. This is the card of having trophies, right? Knowing like you're someone amazing. You've achieved a lot of things. Again, it's a mirror of this, right? Someone very ambitious. Someone who's ready to face any challenge and just, you know, go to the finish line and take everything, all of the awards and the rewards and everything amazing in life, right? So this is what's going to happen, darling, this weekend. This is a major transformation. I mean, tarot is telling it to you twice. 3 times actually, because swords is a negative suit when we're talking about emotions, and then we have a positive suit, cups. So 3 times your spread is telling you that this weekend you're going to have a beautiful emotional transformation, right? To something light, something cheerful, something young, and something wonderful. And then this is your final outcome, darling. This is your cards, right? These are your messages for this weekend, but eventually this is where they're all going to lead to, right? The 10 of Cups. This is the card of emotional fulfillment. So don't worry, right? Some of you I'm hearing are thinking, okay, so I'm going to feel great this weekend, but then what? After that, do I go back to this? Right? Some of you are scared that it's going to be just a phase. No, darling. the 9 is going to grow into a 10. So this satisfaction is going to grow into completion and fulfillment. So from here on out, darling, starting this weekend, things are going to get better, right? It's going to be gradual, slowly but surely, but it's just going to be something consistent, darling. It's going to be something that you can rely on. Okay, it's not going to be just, a surge of good emotions now and then you're going to go back to feeling sad. No. This is going to grow. This is your final outcome from 9 to 10. Darling, from here on out, things are going to get better for you mentally, emotionally, internally, right? Let's see what Kipper has to add to this. We have unexpected money. So this is your clue as to how it's going to happen. It's going to be an external trigger, darling, right? So right now we are talking about how you're going to feel. This answers how it's going to happen. There's going to be someone, probably a Libra, right? That is your clue because this is the card of Libra. Someone is going to make you feel good. Someone is going to give you an unexpected advice or compliment, right? Like someone's going to remind you of how beautiful you used to feel or how talented or happy you were in the past, right? And then this little thing, this little compliment, this little surge of inspiration, it's going to flip a switch inside of you. It's going to, allow this big emotional transformation to happen within you, but it's going to be external, the source. The trigger is going to be another person, okay? Again, probably a Libra, but it's going to be so amazing. You are going to transform yourself. It's something that you will do yourself, but how it's going to begin, it's through another person, right? Someone who's going to be a blessing to you. I love it. We also have a change. We already know that. What did I say? 3 times we saw transformation, right? From Swords to Cups, from the Queen of Swords to the Page of Swords, from the 9 of Swords to the 9 of Cups, and in the middle of your spread too. So again, a change is going to happen inside of you. Your last Kipper card is a small child. I love it. This is a mirror of this, darling. From 9 to 10. So again, some of you may be afraid, what if it's just a phase? What if I'm happy this weekend and then next month I'm not anymore? What if it gets even worse? No, darling. A child grows, right? Something small to eventually something that really blossoms, someone bigger, someone more mature. So darling, you can trust that this weekend something small, something beautiful but small is going to happen, but it's going to grow into something beautiful, into something bigger, right? Into something totally fascinating and wonderful. I love it. So now we know, darling, this weekend it's going to be an emotional week for you. Right? It's going to be an emotional time. It's going to be a transformative period, and it's going to be totally amazing. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the Ace of Cups, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, what will happen this weekend? Let's start with Tarot. The 7 of Wands. The Knight of Cups. The Ace of Cups, like the card that you picked. Synchronicity, I love it. The King of Cups and the Magician. Darling, in the middle of your spread, we have 3 Cups cards. They're all about romance. So we are definitely talking about romantic love, right? In the past, there was someone that you've always had a crush on, someone you've always had desire for, someone you've always yearned for, right? And this person kind of never noticed you. I mean, look, the Knight of Cups. This is the handsomest, most attractive knight in the deck, right? This is your Arthurian knight, very princely. They could be a man or a woman, of course. But this is how they were. They had their back turned against you. It's like they never noticed you. Here you are, persevering, right? This is the card of perseverance. Here you are persevering in your crush, in your admiration for them, trying to get their attention. But here they are. They just can't notice you. Whatever you do, it's like they have their eye on someone else, right? This is how it was in the past, in the present too, for many of you. But this weekend, darling, they are going to offer you their cup of love. There's no other way to say it. The Ace of Cups. Do you see the reciprocation? Do you see this card? Do you see all of the couples? Look at them mirroring. echoing each other. So finally, this love, this desire, this crush that you've always had for this person is going to be reciprocated. Finally, right? This is a message. This is an offer. For some of you, it's going to be very straightforward. For others, it's going to be more subtle. Straightforward is this person asking you out on a date, right? For some of you, this person will call you or, come to your house or talk to your friends, ask you if you're single, something like that. Something very frank, something very in your face and straightforward. For others, it's going to be more subtle, like viewing your story, hearting your post, commenting on your selfie, right? Something small, something subtle, but it's going to grow bigger, right? Because this is only the ace. It's only the beginning, right? So this weekend, only the beginning of something is going to happen. Eventually, it's going to grow into something bigger, but something lovely, something romantic, something to do with an offer, an expression of love is going to happen, right? The budding of something, the ace, the beginning, the start. And look, that is why they are transforming into a king, darling. Do you see? From knight to king, from someone quite young and immature, right? To someone who knows what they want, right? Someone who's very stable in their feelings towards you. Look at them. Offering their cup to you. Before, they were running from you, offering it to someone else. They didn't see you before. They didn't notice you. But now that they have, then they're very sure. Like a king. A king is someone authoritative, someone who's sure of how they feel, of what they think. Now that they've noticed you, right? They're going to be very stable, very reliable, very constant in how they express their love for you. But this weekend, it's going to start as something small, right? For some of you, it could be something very frank and straightforward, but either way, it's only the beginning, right? Eventually, it's going to grow into a king, into something bigger. So in other words, this weekend, you are manifesting romance into your life. The Magician, this is the card of manifestation. This is like the full stop, the period to your cards of romance. So this weekend, darling, you are manifesting romance. Romance is manifesting itself into your life. This is what's going to happen. Now, I'm seeing 4 zodiac signs, but Scorpio is the strongest of them all, right? The King of Cups, this is the card of Scorpio. So the person that we're talking about, they could very well be a Scorpio, but we also have Pisces, and this is the card of Mercury. So we also have Gemini and Virgo. For others of you, this is going to resonate, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, but for most of you, it's going to be a Scorpio. Let's see what your Kipper has to add to this. We have a military. See, in the past, the first card is always the past. This person was very rigid, very cold towards you. Do you see? Here in the tarot spread, they have their back turned against you. In the Kipper spread, they're this military person. Someone who's cold and harsh in the way they treat you, or just in the way that they ignore you, right? But this is followed by, let's see, a rich man. I love it. Do you see, darling? Do you see the difference now? They're no longer standing so tall and straight and very peculiar. They're no longer in uniform, right? And they've taken off their hat. It's like they've, let off their guard, right? It's like they let down their guard. It's like they're open now to talking to you, to wooing you, to courting you. Like I said, finally they've noticed you. Now they see you for your value, for who you are. All right, so this is what's going to happen, darling, this weekend. It's very romantic. It's really amazing. This is your last Kipper high honors. You see how they mirror each other? A man, which could be a woman, by the way, offering their cup of love to you, right? And high honors, this is like a reward for your perseverance, right? It's like the universe heard that you really want this person. This is really the one that you want to manifest in your life. And so it's being awarded to you, right? This is going to make you feel great, darling. It's like winning the first prize at some contest or competition or something, right? This is going to be beautiful, darling. Your weekend is going to be very romantic. Now, again, for some of you, this is going to be subtle. It's just going to be the beginning. It's just going to be a heart on your selfie. It's just going to be a slight comment on your post, right? It's going to start slowly, but eventually it will manifest into something major. This is a major arcana card. This is, the outcome, the reward for all of the wishes and the desires and the manifestations that you've been doing all this time. So darling, romance is coming into your life. Again, your clue, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, but most strongly Scorpio, right? And you're beginning in love, an offer, something amazing is on its way to you. I'm excited for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.